They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. picked off by Sauce Gardner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That one caught by Adams. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Hall. He'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. So a turnover-filled 1st quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Taking down the 41. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. And panics. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. And here's Bijan. Finds an alley to the 35. Wanarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They put Wilson in motion. First down for Aaron. That's hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Trying the left side, here's Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Rodgers to throw. That is brought in at the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will tie this game up here late in the first half.
The end of the first half with the score all time.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 2. Moore going in motion. Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
4th down, and here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. He's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
In motion comes Lazard. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll work this forward to the 35. DeAndre Alford in on the stop. Second and 7. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the run, here's Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Rodgers. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. Give up the middle with Hall. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
In motion comes Lazard. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. The defense stuff him on 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's got some space past the 20. Bijan Robinson inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons take a 10-3 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. 14 on the pickup, and the Jets have a 1st down. Rodgers now. This one caught by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Taylor. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to 1 play in this one. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. Here we go. 1 final play. This part. So it's a win here for the Falcons. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta. Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. About ready to get this one started. Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers gonna put it up to get started. He'll set up the screen to Hall, and he's gonna be hit and... line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Hey, 88. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Ready.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight.
To throw is Taylor. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Go check. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Open man is Lazard. He's got it.
19 Tiger. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw is Taylor. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Here's Hall from the pistol.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70 Timberwolf. Rig alert.
In
rig
motion
alert.
comes Lazard.
Riggs, Riggs, ready.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play.
Check.
At the Texans' 14-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Taylor looking to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Check, Bobcat, Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Taylor. It is brought in the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
Where's the hot? Here we go.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First down, Houston.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Throwing on second down, Stroud. he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
A run here with Hall. They'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready. Cup 19, Cup 19. Let go.
Now, Taylor. He'll complete it to Adams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
Dragon 60. Stephanie 18. Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Hup.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Adams. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets extend their advantage to 14-3. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within 4. It is 14-10. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Get it. Chap alert. Chap alert. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go street.
In motion comes Lazard. They'll run. This is Hall. Man. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's second and 3 to go.
70 Ranger. 2. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Another run here with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Check smash.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Viking 18.
A give. Here's Hall. He'll work forward for a couple. Jamal Hill there for the tackle.
$60 biceps. Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this.
Jumbo! 630!
They give to Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Zuerlein's kick. Up and good. And the Jets are out to a 21-10 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Mustang 19. Come on. Set. Warrior 70. Ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He runs with it.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. This time they stay on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Get up. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Learn to hide. Oh,
In motion now, it's Collins. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Here we go.
In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Timberwolves. Go!
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Room up the sideline at the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Trap 60, trap 60. Bring it. Roll, roll, roll. Alert, alert. Hut, hut.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Cowboy 80.
47-yard line.
Tag. Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Get up.
Throwing, Taylor. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
18, Pioneer. Go.
On the run, here's Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
65 catch, 65 catch. 19 Lions. Let go.
Here's Taylor. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd
18
and goal.
18 Cardinals. Ready? Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Check smash.
In motion
check
comes
smash.
Lazard. They will run it over center with Hall. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
On the ready.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther Street, Panther Street.
In motion comes Lazard. He'll try to run with Hall. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight, so as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for...
Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Now Zerline for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion left. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Texans 16.
South. Out, play. 11. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
All right.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Tight end motioning left. On second down, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Here's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Taylor looking to throw. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 7, check, check.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Second down and 3.
Bronco 80. Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Chop 60, chop 60.
Back to throw is Taylor. A throw left side taken in by Wilson.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At the 40-yard line.
Get it. Timberwolf. Let go.
Here's Hall. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Taylor taking a shot downfield for Adams, and he will score again. Davante Adams, Touchdown, Jets. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. What a big play on 4th and 10. And even 30 yards. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more.
Throwing is Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.